Hello friends, this is Viraj and I welcome you all to this particular session where we will be discussing Indian polity from the point of view of current affairs, and we will be doing it through MCQs. This will help you immensely in your prelims examination. As I have told you earlier also, you have to go through as many questions as possible for the sake of prelims examination. So this is our way of assisting you in your studies. This is our way of being part of your journey. ठीक है, let us look at the first question. Which of the following statements regarding state legislative council, that is Vidhan Parishad are incorrect? Remember to be careful with respect to this term. Correct, incorrect में what happens is many a time students make mistakes when they answer even with the right knowledge. All right. So first statement, the state legislature has the power to create or abolish legislative council in their respective state. This particular statement is wrong because the power belongs to parliament. All right, power belongs to parliament, not Vidhan Sabha. Vidhan Sabha can propose it, but final authority is with parliament. Second, the maximum strength of the council is fixed at 2/3. No, it is not fixed at 2/3. It is fixed at 1/3 of the total strength of the assembly, and minimum is 40. All right. So the strength of Vidhan Parishad can be 1/3 of, it should be between 1/3 of the strength of assembly, that is Vidhan Sabha, and 40. So maximum strength of Vidhan Parishad cannot exceed more than 1/3 of the strength of Vidhan Sabha, and the minimum strength cannot be less than 40. Third, the constitution provides for mechanism of joint sitting of both houses of state legislature to resolve deadlock between them over the passage of the bill. Absolutely not. All right. With respect to Vidhan Parishad, passage of the bill can be held by it only for 4 months, maximum of 4 months, not more than that. If a bill is passed by Vidhan Sabha and sent to Vidhan Parishad, then Vidhan Parishad has to pass the bill within 4 months. And if it does not pass the bill within 4 months, the bill is considered to be passed. All right. Unlike Rajya Sabha, the Legislative Council is not a continuing chamber and is subject to dissolution. Again, not the right statement. It is a continuous house. Okay, it is a continuous chamber. All members of it do not retire at the same time, and hence it is not subject to dissolution. So they have asked us to find incorrect statement. All are incorrect statement, hence our right option is option D. All right, moving ahead. Which of the following statements regarding Lokpal in India are correct? All right, Lokpal in India consists of chairpersons with maximum 8 members, of which 50% are judicial. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Second statement, Lokpal can suo motu proceed against public servant in India. No. What is suo motu? Suo motu is taking cognizance by itself. Suo motu is there is no complaint as such against a public servant, but Lokpal feels yes, this particular public servant has indulged in corrupt activities, so the office of Lokpal itself will take cognizance, itself will register case. So that is not the provision. That is not a provision under the Lokpal Act. Selection committee for Lokpal does not consist of Speaker of Lok Sabha. Again, not a correct statement. Selection committee consists of Prime Minister, Speaker of Lok Sabha, and Leader of Opposition. All right. So second statement and third statement are incorrect. Which statement is correct? Only one. First statement is correct. Our answer is A, only one. Moving on. Which of the following statements regarding zonal councils are incorrect? Again, incorrect word. All right. These are constitutional bodies established under Article 263 of the Constitution. No. Zonal councils are statutory bodies. They are established by a law. Which law? State Reorganization Act. State Reorganization Act. All right. Home Minister, Union Home Minister is the chairman of all zonal councils. This statement is correct. This statement is correct. All right. Each chief minister of the respective zone acts as vice chairman of the council by rotation, holding the office for the period of 2 years. No, it is for period of 1 year. In rotation, each chief minister of the zone will hold the vice chairmanship of that zone for 1 year. Alright, in case of Northeastern Council, the Minister of Development of Northeastern Region acts as chairman. No, chairman is still the Home Minister. Minister for Northeastern region acts as vice chairman. So what are the incorrect statements? The incorrect statements are 1, 3 and 4. Alright, incorrect statements are 1, 3 and 4. Moving on. Which of the following statements are correct regarding qualification of members of parliament as given in the constitution? Remember, they are asking you with respect to qualifications only from the point of view of constitution. Alright, he must be citizen of India. Yes. He must not be less than 30 years of age in case of Rajya Sabha. Yes. He must be registered as electoral from any constituency. This particular qualification is not present in the constitution but in Representatives of People's Act. Alright, and as I have told you, here the concentration is on Constitution of India. Okay. Fourth statement, he must be the member of scheduled caste or scheduled tribe in a state or union territory if he wants to contest seat reserved for them. Again, this particular provision is from Representative of People's Act and not the Constitution. Alright, so which of the select the correct option using the codes given below. What is the correct option here? Therefore, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Alright, next question. Which of the following statements regarding Attorney General of India are correct? It is a constitutional office. Absolutely. Article 76 ke under Article 76, it is a constitutional office. The maximum term of the office is fixed by the constitution for 5 years. Absolutely not. The term is not fixed. It is during the pleasure of president. Pleasure of president means he can be removed at any point of time by the President of India on the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister. He has the right to speak and take part in joint sitting of both the houses without being entitled to the right of vote. Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright. Attorney General has almost the same right as Member of Parliament without having right to vote. The answer is B, 1 and 3 only. Okay, which of the following statements regarding office of governor are correct? Chalo dekhte hain. The office of governor is taken from British Constitution. Absolutely not. We have not taken it from British Constitution. Money bill can be introduced in state legislature only with prior recommendation of governor. Sahi hai. Bilkul. 100% it is correct. Unlike President of India, governor cannot pardon death sentence. This statement is, this statement is correct. This statement is correct. ठीक है. The same person cannot be appointed governor of 2 or more states. This statement is wrong. According to 7th Constitution Amendment made it possible for the same person to be appointed as governor of 2 or more states. So our answer is C, 2 and 3 only. Okay. Which of the following statements regarding amendment to the Constitution are correct? First statement, amendment to acquisition and termination of citizenship requires simple majority of yes. Yes, it does. ठीक है, it does. Citizenship wala provisions can be amended or changed with simple majority. Amendment to 5th and 6th schedule of the Constitution must be passed by special majority. No, it's not required, not necessary. It can be done by simple majority. Amendment to representation of states in parliament requires ratification of half of the states. Yes, wherever powers of states are involved, powers and functions of states are involved, their rights are concerned, what do we see? Ratification by half of the states is also necessary. So here The right answer is 1 and 3, that is statement B. Okay, CAG, a very important functionary, if in fact according to Dr. Ambedkar, the most important functionary in the Indian Constitution. Consider the following statements regarding CAG of India, Comptroller and Auditor General of India. He does not have control over the issue of money from Consolidated Fund of India. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Remember, the term comptroller essentially means that the person has authority over release of money. But our CAG does not have this particular authority. Our CAG is the namesake of his British counterpart. But in Britain, if government or the minister has to remove money, has to take out money from the treasury, sign of CAG is required. The same is not the case in India. Alright, so even if the title of the office is Comptroller and Auditor General, our CAG does not perform the function of comptroller. Alright. Second statement, Parliament has the power to decide upon the salary of CAG. Absolutely right. And once the salary of a particular CAG is decided, it cannot be reduced. The salary of that particular individual cannot be reduced to his disadvantage during his term in office. This is to give him security with respect to his job. Also, the salary of CAG is charged on Consolidated Fund of India. That means there cannot be vote on the salary of CAG, whether to give him or not give him. Increase of the salary or decrease, there can be vote on that. There can be vote on that issue, but salary देना है कि नहीं देना है, उस पे there cannot be vote. Second thing, once a CAG is appointed on a particular salary, his salary cannot be reduced. After he retires, with respect to the next person, Parliament can reduce the salary. Alright, before the appointment is made. Okay, which of the following statements are correct? Both the statements are correct. Now our answer is C. Okay, friends. As I have earlier also I have told you that this QR code mentioned over here will provide access to you with respect to questions from prelims point of view. It will help you in practice, so do make use of it. All right, do make use of it. Thank you so much for being part of this session. We'll meet soon. Bye.